Welcome.
Welcome to What You Watchin'.
I would like
You're not fooling
to
us.
reach out to our friends Tony and Brenda Campagna
yeah.
from the Dallas chapter.
They're in the Dallas
And if
chapter.
you'll remember, we did an episode where we met them in Dallas, and Tony had a health scare, and he
Yeah.
thought something was wrong with him, and he ended up having blockages and double bypasses. He's doing really well, and we want to reach out to you, Tony.
Yep.
And we want to wish you all the best, and
We miss you guys.
hope the Dallas chapter is thriving and doing well.
We've been thinking about you and praying for you, and we just are glad that things are okay.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what the Empty Nester Unite Union does.
Nation.
Nation. That's what we do.
How do we're gonna unite the union? That's a good one.
Hey, I like that. That's pretty good.
ENUU.
Yeah.
You.
You.
Anyway.
All right. Hey. By the way, we're back. Second week. Pretty fired up. Busted out the old jammies again because we're going old school.
Everybody needs a break every once in a while.
Yeah.
We were going every single week for 2 years.
Yeah.
And working your full-time career.
Yeah.
And raising a family and doing all the things that we
And
do.
doing a couple other things.
And
So
we needed a bit of a break, and we're back. And it's
pretty
just
fun.
like, when you're kids and you take a summer break, you're ready to get back in there and learn algebra. Okay, back to Beanie Bubble.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
That's what we're talking about. This is a What You Watchin'.
In case you've fallen asleep and just woken up and come out of your coma, we're doing What You're Watching, and it's the Beanie Bubble, and it's the whole Beanie Baby craze that we all were part of
Oh my gosh, some of
in
us
our
were,
demographic.
Some of us were more into it than others.
I mean, it was insane.
The movie The Beanie Bubble
Oh, yeah.
is about the craze of the Beanie Babies.
Yes.
And what I thought is really interesting, the name of the guy was Ty Warner,
Yes.
who had a toy company. He was kind of a crazy entrepreneur. And he came up with a stuffed animal with his best friend,
Yeah.
played by Elizabeth Banks. And they eventually go down the road. They start this business. They give up everything. He gets like $10,000 from a family thing. They start this business. And if you're a parent and you remember those Beanie Babies, they were such a big deal. It was like a dog tag, and it was a heart, and it said
Ty.
T-Y.
Ty.
Until the movie, I did not realize that T-Y was Ty. I had no idea. I think the part that I remember the most was when Beanie Babies became a McDonald's
Happy Meal.
Happy Meal. And my friend Tamara and I, and all of our friends, like I think I took my kids to McDonald's 3 times a week to get those darn little mini Beanie Babies. It was such a status symbol. It was such a big deal.
And they were collecting them left and right.
We're not going to tell you about it, but there's a reason why they came up with the mini version.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, it's not the greatest movie you'll ever see.
No, in fact, if you look at what we pulled the Rotten Tomatoes, and it was 48% of the reviewers were saying that it was okay. 61% of the audience that actually viewed it said it was okay. So,
And I think the only reason it got a 62 was for nostalgia.
yeah,
For people like us that relived what we did for our kids. Oh my gosh.
what a nightmare it was when our kids wanted another.
And if
Beanie
you
Baby.
kept the tag on, it meant more. And so our daughter would always rip the tag off because she did.
I mean, don't take the tag off.
Like we were going to resell them or something.
Well, they were. That was a big thing on eBay. And some of the OGs, the originals, they were getting a lot of money for those.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
And it became more of a resale market.
Yeah.
We don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But it reminded us so, and I think me more than you. Oh my gosh, as a parent, we would go through carpool, we'd pick the kids up at school.
Oh, there's a new Beanie Baby being released today. But 20 miles away, it's a better Beanie Baby. I
Yeah.
already got the giraffe, but let's go 20 miles away to get the cougar.
Okay. It was probably the best McDonald's free gift ever.
Really?
I think so. I mean, they always had the Star Wars toys, and now they don't even really do it anymore.
They don't have a toy in the Happy Meal?
It's not like it used to be.
We need to go drive through and buy a Happy Meal and record it just for fun and
That would be really funny.
We should do it.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
You want a Happy Meal? We'll get you one of those Happy Meals. You got a Happy Meal? Can we get a Happy Meal? Well, somebody get the kid a Happy Meal!
Anyway.
Hey, Beanie Bubble. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was, sometimes it was a little confusing the way they shot it, I thought. And it was okay. I like Zach Galifianakis. I thought he was great in all of the Hangovers. And then he's also Between Two Ferns, which is, if you haven't watched that on YouTube, it's really funny. I'd probably, on a recliner basis, I'd probably give it 3.5.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3. The interesting thing was I liked the true story.
Yes.
The actual show was okay. And my takeaway was, why? And I said to Zeus,
why are all these really creative, talented guys jerks? He ends up screwing over his best friend and his business partner. It's like the Uber guy and the WeWorks guy. And
yeah, you see a little bit of a pattern there.
All these documentaries docudramas that we see.
There's a little bit of narcissism going on.
Yeah, and I think in order to come up with that kind of an idea and take it to a situation where it's like a world phenomenon, I don't know. Are there any good guys out there that have done it?
Yeah.
Who?
We know a few.
Name 5.
Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Right?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I don't know him personally, but I have seen him. We've seen him personally and done some things that were pretty amazing.
Well, we've seen him personally. We follow Wall Street. We follow his movies. You just did the search for Mark Wahlberg. Remember our episode where Tamara and I were in search of Andy Garcia?
Oh, right.
I yelled, "I love you, Andy." And he looked at me and went, we want on a search for Mark Wahlberg.
Right.
That far surpassed the search for Andy Garcia.
Right.
And he did not disappoint.
Let me tell you,
cool.
I liked Mark Wahlberg before. I love the guy now. We saw him, and he could not have been nicer.
Well, can you say how we saw him?
We saw him so he is a co-owner of a tequila brand called Flecha Azul. And they basically were doing a tour to all of the clubs and retail locations, everybody that sold Flecha Azul. And we saw him at a local club here that we went to. And he came in, I was wearing a municipal shirt because I like his clothing line. And he looked literally like across the room and pointed, and I pointed back. He walked over. The guy was such a rock star and so classy, just a class act. And they were pouring tequila for everybody. His partner was really great, Aaron Marquez. You've done an amazing job, both of you, on building this brand of tequila that has taken over the US. It's amazing. And you see how hard these guys work to do this, because we went the next day to another location and had a long conversation. And that's the one thing that Wahlberg does. He makes you feel like you're the only guy in the room.
You know what I like about him is every Sunday he posts in front of church saying, "Stay prayed.
Stay prayed up.
Prayed up, prayed up, prayed up."
Yep.
And we were driving around our neighborhood, every supermarket, every liquor store,
every restaurant,
club, every hour, boom, boom, boom.
It was
Work ethic
literally
is out of control.
It was like 12 stops per day.
So Zeus says,
I think he's going to be at High Time Liquor. Can we go there?
I'm like, let's do it. I'll sit in the car while you go and say hi. Well, a whole hour goes by, and I was like, can I go run some errands? It's like, sure. I'm like, go grocery store, take the groceries home, unload the groceries, go get my nails done. He's still over there doing it. He finally showed up.
Couldn't have been nicer.
So back to the bubble.
Back to the bubble.
What I loved about, and the reason we chose the Beanie Bubble was not to tell you how great the show was, but we kind of felt like our Anti-Master Nation did the Beanie Baby thing. And if you did the Beanie Baby thing, make sure to comment. We miss you all, and we're sorry we took a break, but we needed it.
We're back, and we're fired up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Please share with your friends, and let's keep finding out what we should and shouldn't watch from What You Watching.
Yes, yes.
Have a great week. Thanks again.
What You Watchin', take 29.
It's take 69.
I know. Special prizes for people who understand what take 69 is.